Hi, I'm Paul Banis with GreatDad.com, and I'm also the technology editor for Pregnancy Magazine. And today we're taking a look at digital frames, specifically this model, the Carver from Aura Frames, and talk about digital frames in general, which have completely changed in the last 5 or 6 years when the new models came out from both this company, Aura, and Nixplay, which changed the way the marketplace is run. Prior to that, I think most of the companies that were selling digital frames made their money on storage. So you had to not only buy their frame, which was somewhere in the $50 to $100 range. They were kind of small, but they charge you a monthly fee or an annual fee for storage of the photos. What's so great about these frames now is that you don't pay any money for storage. They store your photos forever onto your frame through their cloud service or whatever. And when you give a gift, it's a gift, not some sort of recurring responsibility for the recipient. Aura makes giving this a simple task because they have a code in the back so that you can send photos to the frame before the frame is even set up, so that when the person opens it up, say someone who's a little bit older or less tech savvy, they will be able to turn it on, sync it with their Wi-Fi, and immediately start getting photos without having to do anything else. The model that we took a look at 3 years ago, this one had a 9-inch diagonal. They were a little bit fashion forward. In fact, they had a version of this that was done by Jonathan Adler, so a little bit more upscale, but a beautiful design. We have this one sitting, as I said, in our dining room. We see it all the time. And we put all kinds of photos, not only family photos, but photos of things, even photos of things we eat. The way we use digital cameras now is completely different than they would have been used before. So they make a perfect gift, like as I say, for especially new grandparents who are far away. Gets the pictures off of the device and onto someplace that takes the place of the old-fashioned photo album and gets seen all the time. So we're going to take a look at the unboxing. I've already opened this up to save time, but I just want to show you how simple it is. The very reassuring sound that it makes when you open up the box. Inside, there's a user manual. The frame is like this. Actually, the diagonal here is about 10 inches, so slightly larger than the one, even though the size of the frame is smaller. It has a built-in stand now with this geometric shape on the back, so it just stands up without any further ado. Inside, the only other component is a little bit of packing material and the power cord. And it's so fast to set this up, I almost could have done it while we're sitting here. But it takes a second once you plug in the back, for it to start up. We'll take this little guy, happiness starts here off, and it'll come on. Now I've already pre-programmed the camera through my app. And this is important to know that in the Aura frames, you have to have an app to send the pictures to the frame. And what we did is we just sent 2 pictures. We named the frame. We sent 2 pictures to the frame, and almost immediately, like within seconds, they went through the Wi-Fi, up to the cloud, came back down, and shot the pictures onto the frame. It takes a few seconds for it to actually warm up, but once you've got it plugged in, this isn't something that you have to go through very often. And the biggest thing in this setup was attaching it to the Wi-Fi through the app. Since they're both if they're on the same network, you choose the same network as your phone, you're going to get a number that shows up on your screen that should match the number on the frame. You just click OK. You don't even have to add a password. So it's made to be super simple for somebody to set this up. All they have to really know is the name of their Wi-Fi network and have the app installed. So there, right away, we've got the pictures. I've just put 2 pictures up of food just to show you how it works. It has a nifty feature here which is a slide bar, and just by putting your finger across, you can switch from photo to photo, and the photos are put onto the frame, the most recent first, and then after a while they just go back into circulation and they shuffle all the time. Now, my Nixplay has a feature where you can send an email to a specific email address. So my name at mynixplay GreatDad.com. You can send photos. Anybody with that who's got that specific email address can send photos to the frame, which is convenient in some way if you're used to sending photos through email. With Aura, you have to have their app. And if you want to add other family members to the frame or be able to send photos to the frame, say my brother-in-law in New York, I'm in San Francisco, he can add pictures to my mother-in-law's frame using an app. I have to invite him, and he has full control over everything on the app on her frame, but it's simple to use. It's really easy. You just see all your photos from your camera roll. I use an iPhone, so they're all easy to get to. It works on Android as well. You just add the pictures that you think are the best or that you want to go to that specific person, and you're good to go. So you could have 2 frames, have different photos on each one of the frames. This frame costs $199. It's 10 inches diagonal, as I said. They range all the way up to $299. You can check them out on auraframes.com, I think it is, or Amazon. At Aura, and I'll put the URL in the description, but at Aura, if you subscribe to their newsletter, you get an additional 10% off, and they have free shipping. So maybe you want to do that versus Amazon, even though Amazon Prime, if you have that, it's going to get there faster, but you're going to pay a little bit more. So I think that's about it. 5-foot cord, you can put it anywhere else. It does lack anything to hang it from a wall if that was important to you, which the old frames did have. And there we go. Make sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate that. And if you have any questions about either NixPlay or Aura frames, we've seen a bunch of them in the past, so we know a little bit about them. Happy to give you any kind of direction we know of in our impression. But I really, this is probably the best gift for a family member who's far away, who wants to, stay somewhat in touch with what's going on in the family. So Paul Banisic with GreatDad.com and technology editor for Pregnancy Magazine. Until next time, bye.